Yo, what's good, YouTube? I know it's been a while since y'all heard my voice. But I have a lot going on in my life right now, so I ain't gonna make no excuses. Whatever happens, happen and shit. But that's a part of it, and just me being kind of lazy to upload a video and shit. But I've been commenting on videos. I've been watching y'all videos. It's not like I was completely out the loop. But I had to come back. I had to step back in and do this video right here, man. On Canelo fighting Floyd Mayweather. Now, a lot of you guys, y'all prove me right all the damn time, man. A lot of you guys, man. I'm not gonna say no names, because honestly, right now, off my head, I don't even know you motherfuckers' names. There's so much of y'all. Y'all prove me right all the time. Y'all always late. Y'all always jump on the bandwagon. Y'all always trying to ride the next nigga wave, man. After something happens. When the dude been saying this is what's going on. If y'all know my history on Canelo Alvarez, I've been saying Canelo Alvarez is a problem. I've been saying this dude is a beast. I said the nigga don't deserve a Mayweather fight. This is what I always said about Canelo. I'm gonna say it right now. Canelo does not deserve a Mayweather fight. Strictly by what he's done as a professional fighter. If he deserves a Mayweather fight, then everybody deserves a Mayweather fight. Your uncle that knocks guys out at the bar every Saturday deserves a Mayweather fight if Canelo deserved one. Because Canelo didn't do shit to deserve a fight. All he did was fight fighters that was not ranked, was not in his weight class, was not of any threat. And he looked impressive against them. And he's popular. That's all he did. But I always said the kid could fight. And I always said his style, the way he fights, the way he fights, his youth, his size, his hand speed, and his power. All those advantages. But mostly his style. I always said posed a threat to Floyd Mayweather. I always said that shit. Me and Blood Boxing got a video. I don't know if the nigga still... Not me and Blood Boxing. Me and 7-8 Fight News. Me and him got a video up. We did this shit months ago. I don't know if he even still have it up. When me and him was talking about Mayweather potentially fighting Canelo Alvarez. And I said in the video... And y'all know me. Anyone who know my history, man. I respect Mayweather's brilliance and technique over any fighter that I've ever seen in the ring. Over any of them niggas. Mayweather's on another level cerebrally. When you're not the strongest guy, you could beat everybody. That means you beating them with your mind. And nobody could beat Mayweather because he's that brilliant in the ring. He don't have to be the fastest. He don't have to be the strongest. But I said, this kid Canelo, I could see him knocking Mayweather out. I didn't say I could see him beating Mayweather to a decision. I said I could see him knocking Mayweather out due to his style. I've been said that. Go check my history, man. And this is why I say that. I'm going to give y'all a breakdown of the fight. And I'm going to explain why this fight, I don't believe this fight should happen. You know what? Yeah, let me do that. In that fight, people criticize Floyd. Canelo's critics, they say he can't beat Floyd. He's too inactive in each round. He's not active enough, and I laugh at that. And I'm like, yo, Canelo's not active enough. Since when was Mayweather active enough? Since when did Mayweather beat a guy because he overwhelmed them with punches, or he threw more than them. That's not how Mayweather. I've seen every Mayweather fight, and I want you motherfuckers to tell me the fight that Mayweather won because he simply threw more punches. Mayweather does not put his win in a risk like that. Oh, I gotta throw more punches just to get the W. Hell fucking no. Mayweather never had a win like that. Oh, it's because he outthrew the guy. Hell no. Mayweather is a sharpshooter. When he throws, he fucking lands. Majority of the time. And he does not throw a lot. So, if you take breaks in rounds, trust me, it's not to say Mayweather's the guy to capitalize on that. Don't get, like, styles make fights. Let's remember that. Styles make fights. You know? Although I believe Pacquiao's a fucking overrated ass dude, Pacquiao is the guy you could say, oh, this guy takes breaks in rounds. Pacquiao would jump on him because that's how Pacquiao fights. Mayweather goes with your pace and he's beating you at he makes you fight at his pace. You know, you guys say Canelo fights in spurts. Mayweather fights in spurts. Watch his fights. He doesn't fight now. It may be for different reasons. You guys say Canelo fights in spurts due to stamina. Mayweather, he does it for multiple reasons. He does it to read your offense. He does it for his stamina too. And for timing. You know, while he's standing in front of you looking like you could just hit him, and while he's standing in front of you in the Philly shell or whatever with a high guard or whatever, looking like you could just hit him, he's actually reading you. So with that being said, that Canelo only fights in spurts, and which I feel is concurrent with Mayweather style. It's like two guys fighting in spurts together. But Canelo, he punches way harder than Mayweather. And he has fast hands himself. The thing with this Trout fight, Trout has no fucking power to do shit to Canelo. You understand? Canelo could literally walk through Trout's punches as he's punching. Mayweather's even smaller than Trout. You understand? Mayweather does not throw a lot of punches. Who's to say when both of these guys are fighting in their spurts? Let's say Canelo was to time Mayweather, because we all know Canelo's very patient in the ring himself. When Mayweather throw, I'm gonna throw. He will punch through Mayweather's punches. Let's just get that straight. And Mayweather's not the Mayweather of old. Mayweather does not move around the ring like that anymore. That's why I really could see Canelo knocking Mayweather out. Knocking a 36/37. He may be 37 if they ever meet in the ring. I could really see Canelo knocking him out. Because for one, how much could Mayweather's body take? He's 36/37. He will have to. You guys say Canelo fights in spurts, so you guys are basically coming up with a game plan that Mayweather's gonna have to be active with his hands. He's gonna have to outthrow Canelo. That's using stamina right there. And mind you, this is the stamina of a 36/37-year-old. That's burning up stamina right there. That's one way to burn up stamina, throwing punches all day like a jackass. 2, his legs are aging. He's going to have to use his movement wisely so he doesn't gas himself out. Mayweather is not a fucking Korean car. He's a man. He doesn't run forever. He will gas out. Although we never seen him gas out, gasping for air in a fight, the shit could happen. He's human. That's 2 ways of depleting his stamina. 3rd, he will have to put some fucking pepper on his punches to keep this big motherfucker off him. He will have to do that. So, with that being said, that's just 3 ways. That's 3 ways. The 4th way is keeping Canelo's big body off of him when they say they ever clinch. This is a guy that's coming in the ring 20 plus pounds heavier. Mayweather never even weighed 154 pounds in a fight. He never even made 154. The most Mayweather ever weighed is 151 pounds on fight night. This is a guy that's 20 plus pounds bigger. So that's 4 things working against Mayweather. As far as his stamina. Keeping this, wrestling this big guy. Using his aging legs. Throwing with more power, which depletes stamina. And throwing more punches. And this is a guy that people say, oh, Mayweather, to beat Mayweather, you got to throw a jab. Canelo already has it in his head. He has De La Hoya saying it so much, he probably hear it in his dreams. If you fight Mayweather, throw the jab, throw the jab. You think Canelo's not going to throw a jab the day he meets Mayweather in the ring? And Canelo throws a nice fucking jab, too. It's a stiff, crisp, fast jab. You think he's not going to be jabbing a lot? And Canelo's brilliant to the body. Austin Trout was able to keep him away from his body because Austin Trout is way more rangy than Mayweather. He could throw out that long jab and change angles, especially from the southpaw stance. You know, a lot of you guys don't really know shit about boxing, so the stuff I'm saying to you is going through your head like, oh shit, I didn't think about it that way. All you guys do is make comparisons to other fighters, but y'all didn't look at the traits and the characteristics and the attributes of that other fighter's fight. Do not compare Bernard Hopkins to Mayweather fighting Canelo. Because let's just be honest. When Bernard Hopkins' old ass was fighting these younger fighters, he was the favorite anyway. So what does that tell you about the skill and the level of competition he was going up against? Although it looks good on paper, he's going up against a guy that's 15, 17 years younger, whatever the case may be. He was the favorite. If you're the favorite at 48 and you're fighting a 20-something-year-old, you know this 27-year-old is a very limited fighter. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. If you fighting a guy who's in his 20s and you 48, that's just a fact. You understand what I'm saying? That shit just can't. I mean, it's just, that's just a fact. And the guy's not that fucking good. It looks very good on paper, and don't get me wrong, I respect Hopkins for taking those challenges because they could have went the other way. It could have been bad for him. He could have went in the ring and felt 60 that night. But the fact is, we all knew Bernard Hopkins would outbox the shit out of Tavares Cloud. Tavares Cloud been outboxed by a guy that's not even that doesn't even have the boxing IQ of a Bernard Hopkins. So I already knew how that fight would look, and that fight was right next to me. I didn't want to buy a ticket to see that shit. I just knew how the fight would look. I didn't even want to go. Could we say the same about Mayweather and Canelo? Some of you guys will say, well, other fighters in the past fought bigger guys. Who are those other fighters? Name one that was 36 or 37, undefeated, very small, and has every fucking thing to lose. And name one. I'm waiting. You put that shit in the comment section. Name that fighter. He does not exist. Those guys were trying to be. They were at a certain point in their career. They still had a name, and they were trying to see if they could win. That's it. Mayweather doesn't have to fight this kid. I'm just being honest. He don't have to fight him. And that's not no. If you call that ducking, like, you just a real fucking dickhead. If you say he's ducking a guy who's 15 years younger than him, bigger than him, stronger than him, way heavier than him, in the next division that he barely he visited twice, and he didn't even make the actual weight of the division. You know, I just gotta be realistic. I would like to see this fight. Yeah, I would. But I wouldn't criticize Floyd if it don't happen. I just won't, because I'm realistic with what he's going up against. And I'm not on no, it's because the way Canelo looked against Trout. Check my fucking history, man. I've been saying this shit. And you guys was laughing at me. Oh, Canelo knocking out Mayweather. Get the fuck out of here. Canelo, he only fights small guys. And I'm like, you can say he only fights small guys, but you think if he fights a guy his size, the skill he portrayed against a small guy is just going to disappear overnight? It don't work like that. The guy could be big or small. He will still have his skill set. It was a skill set I was watching. It had nothing to do with the size of the fighter. And if you want to say that those guys were small, those small guys are the same size as Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather's fucking small. Floyd Mayweather has junior welterweights that come in the ring bigger than him. Don't you idiots realize that? Don't you realize that Matisse comes in the ring heavier than Floyd Mayweather on fight night, although he fights at 140? Don't you realize Danny Garcia comes in the ring heavier than Mayweather, although he fights at 140? You guys are hilarious, man. Y'all never thought about shit. Y'all never thought about it from the perspective I'm throwing at y'all. I know y'all didn't. Because half of y'all don't know shit about boxing, man. Y'all just be on some bandwagon shit. I'll be annoyed with y'all. That's why I won't be making videos like that no more. I'm going to tell y'all something. I make my videos. Everybody got their reason they make videos. I got an agenda when I make YouTube videos. I make YouTube videos to debate. I'm a debater. At the end of the day, I don't have friends that I could call or talk boxing, because people I know, they don't follow boxing. So it would be like I'm talking to a casual fan, and that's the worst person you could talk to about boxing. So it's just a waste of time. I communicate with you guys all over the country, all over the world, to debate. I make topics that's debatable. I do not make videos that I say is, this is fact and that's that. You can't argue with me. You're right, you're wrong, you're wrong. My videos are meant to be debated. The title draws in a debate and argument. That's the reason why I make my shit. You know? You guys, y'all come up with lies, myths, and you put it out there like it's a fact. And nobody could argue it. If they argue it, they're flow-mo. If they argue it, they're packed. If they argue it, they don't know shit about boxing. Like, what the hell is that? It don't work like that. Like, you bring your facts, I bring mine, and we'll see who come out victorious in this debate. Because everything I just said was a fact. Y'all motherfuckers can't name one fighter who's in his mid-30s, late 30s, undefeated, had everything to lose. There's never been one. Every guy was a fucking has-been at that time trying to make a comeback. Every last one of them. Every last one of them been defeated. And then they came back trying to prove something. And maybe even got defeated again. None of them was the top dog in the sport. None of them. You can't name one. You can't name one. Could you guys imagine the day Floyd touches the canvas? How that arena would shake? Oh boy. Y'all dudes are crazy, man. But let me guess, y'all gonna say he ducked Canelo, right? And you know the crazy thing? You might just fuck around and fight Canelo. But all I'm saying is, this fight don't need to happen, man. It don't need to happen. Yeah, it will look good. It will look good on resume. I was watching a blood boxing video just now, and blood boxing even said it. Mayweather, he can't really lose this fight, because if he loses, look what he went up against. And that's true. But why lose? Lose for who? You've been winning your whole fucking life. Who you want to lose for? To prove shit to the guy on the corner that's sitting on a crate? Fuck him. That don't mean you got no heart. That mean you have sense. Like, you don't have to take this fight. You don't have to. You can fight guys within your limits, within your aging, pushing 40-year-old limits. You're not the guy you used to be. That's just a fact. It's just a fact. Mayweather is not the guy he used to be. When I was watching the Mayweather De La Hoya fight the other day. I'll tell you this. The Mayweather De La Hoya fight, Mayweather looked superb. I wonder if De La Hoya was on steroids that night because he had so many left hooks and he just walked through them shits. Maybe he came in the ring weighing 170-something pounds. That's why he looked like that. I want y'all to watch that fight and see how many nice setup from beautiful angle punches Mayweather launched at De La Hoya's fucking head, and De La Hoya just walked right through it. Just something to look at, you know? I mean, I want y'all to rethink this fight, because ain't nobody ducking nobody. Just look at the odds, look at the things that's stacked up against Mayweather. I mean, y'all holler at me, man. One.